Okay, this video we're gonna cover more of how to get the ads, where to find them, etc. So now we should have the shortcut for the ads from the first video. It should show up in your little drop down box. So we're gonna go to ads for layout for this week. Then we need to find the Tier C Rotary Club. So it's Rotary Golf. Typically the ads should have the same listing as on the ad sheet as they do in this file. If they don't, there's a problem. Talk to either whoever's writing those ads down, the salesperson, Madeline, or the front desk help. So this ad's going to appear in here. This ad needs to fit this space. It's made up as a flyer, but we're going to make it fit the 4 columns. So Shift, Option, Command, F, make it actually fit the space perfectly. As you can see, then we're going to bring down our picture box to fit it and move it to the guide. These guides are here to help you. Anything outside of the guide like this or down below is not going to print. So when the ads are laid out on the page, if there's a hole for the ad and we don't know what size it is, there will be, just as there was with the Rotary ad, words that go across it to tell you what ad goes there. So the volleyball, Hot Springs High volleyball ad should be in here. I do not see it. So we are going to just close that window, put 3x3 HSHS volleyball, and then make it big enough so we can see. Bring this up. And so over here in this corner, you can see the width and the height. We need to bring it just to above 3. And so that's like 3.00 whatever. Don't make sure that there's all the zeros in front of it. Otherwise, you'll have a bunch of space and we'll have to waste filler space or have a big problem at the end. So then you're going to stack the ads nice and tight on there. And this page is ready to go once you have counted the inches. We also need to put the where is that on the first of the community section, which is C1. So you bring it up, you go to the where is that, you're going to open up the file. And once again, it should already be grouped. You're going to hit Command A, which highlights it, Command C, which copies it, and Command W, which closes that window. You get back to your community page where you want it to go. A Command V makes it appear. And I'm just using those same Apple 0 to make it small and fit in the window, and that Apple 1 to make it big again. So Command and Apple are the exact same button. I just use them interchangeable. So we're going to fix this up, make sure it looks nice, it's within our blue lines, and close the page and go on. So on the letters page, we have so another good tip, this has to be moved over to the used photos as soon as you use them. From the first video, I did not move the Ware Jones. The more people we have helping layout, the more crucial it is that you get those items moved over in a timely manner. So we need the flashback and the Facebook question for the letters. As you can see, the flashbacks are done ahead for the rest of the year, it looks like, but we're just going to worry about the one for this week. So it's already grouped. We're going to click on it, hit Apple A, Apple C, Apple W, Apple V. And we want to put it up in this corner because it's going to fit nicely up there. And then we're going to move this flashback over to the used photos. Click on the question of the week. It looks like a small one this week. So we're going to hit Apple A, Apple C, Apple W, Apple V, and that's it. We'll use this question of the week more like a filler once we get everything on there. With the 16-page section that we're doing this recording on this week, we should be able to fit our obituaries on this page. So that small question of the week should fit in handy as a filler. We'll cover more about the readers' letters and the obits in another video. But for right now, I think we'll go and put this ad from Davis Fleck on here. So we didn't know what size Davis Fleck's ad was going to be when we started. So we found it in our ads for layout. As you see, just go to the drop down, find the ads for layout for that week. Now I made this box too small. This is another problem with not knowing what size those ads are before we lay out. So we have to make sure to either know what they are or put the ad on the page before we begin putting stories on there. We wouldn't have had room. We would have had to cut a story or address an issue later. So we're going to add these inches, and then we can put the ad copy on there. We've already looked at that page. We've done, so another thing, the items in the red boxes, these, there's a day for that, the where is that, the question of the week, the flashback, all of those things are not ads, even though they have a border on them, and you're not going to include them in your inches. If you look at this, you can see there's a day for that. As those weekly things happen, just go ahead and take them off of the list. We also should try to make these nice and tight, and when they go on a second line, kind of scoot it over. We don't need that the date varies. That's just a waste of space. National Corn on the Cob Day, that might become my favorite one. So as they go over into the date, just tidy it up so it's appeasing to the eye. And you're never going to want to go past that past the next Friday's paper. So to balance this out, we can go to the 15th, which actually is a day out, but then it balances and it looks nice. These two items, the Siloam stars do need to be updated, so we can update them. We're going to go back to our data to get there. So we're going to click on our Sentinel, click on data, click on weekly folder, and then there's the King features. So Siloam stars is right here. We're going to open it, and we have to do this in 3 different parts because it is it doesn't lay out right if you don't. So you just copy it and you bring it up so it's nice and tight. Then copy it, click on the next text box, paste it, and move it over. There is a portion of the, at the bottom, you can kind of see born this week. So we want to bring this down, and we want to make sure that those words don't appear because it just looks trashy. So there's that page, and this page is ready to go. When you're looking at this page, or when you lay this page out, make sure that all of the dates are bold centered. So to do that, you're going to highlight it, hit Shift Command B, Shift Command C, and then Shift Command F. You're going to come to this page. This first line should always be at 0 and nothing else. This is the exact same process for the dates within the police reports, the magistrate court reports. And as you could see, this ad was nearly touching the letters over here. We don't want that. We want to bring it down. Each ad does kind of need to breathe a little bit. So it doesn't cut off the Discover calendar at the bottom, and that's perfect. This is probably a little close, but it balances, so we'll just go ahead and leave it. And that'll be the end for this video.